Hey everybody, as we get to the end of 2020, I want to take some time and go through some of my favorite innovations in Power BI from the past year. And the first one I want to talk about is the External Tools menu. This has expanded capabilities of Power BI in tremendous ways. And as you can see here from my External Tools menu, I've got it loaded up with a whole series of applications that provide a lot of expanded functionality. And I've gotten some questions about how I structured this and put this together from screenshots I've posted on the Enterprise DNA forum. So I wanted to walk through that with you today. So if we take a look at my toolbar in detail, there's really 5 groupings of apps here. The first of which all are grouped together because they're installed by this Business Ops app from Mike Carlo at Power BI Tips. The second group is from Enterprise DNA, the red grouping. Third group is SQL BI. Most of you are probably familiar with DAX Studio. They've also added Analyze in Excel this year, which is great capability for breaking down and analyzing complex DAX measures by bringing it into Excel. The fourth one here is Daniel Otkir's Tabular Editor, which is another incredible tool, which has finally given us a really powerful development environment editor for Power BI and DAX. And I know he's going to be coming out with a new version, I believe December 11th, version 3, which I'm really looking forward to. And then finally, Christian Wade's ALM Toolkit. And I wanted to go through kind of how to install these and kind of use these to really power up your Power BI capabilities. So if we look at the first grouping, what Mike Carlo has done is put together kind of a meta app, this Business Ops app. And if we take a look at it, what he's got is really a menu and collection catalog of different external tools applications that people have built. And if you check this box, this puts the Business Ops app on your toolbar. And you can use that to then easily install any of these other applications. So I've installed a bunch of these in terms of different shortcuts to other parts of the Power BI Tips site. He's also got the ability to install the SQL BI Analyze in Excel function, SQL BI DAX guide, and a range of other applications. And so basically what you do is you just click on the ones you want, hit Add External Tools, and they'll pop right into your toolbar. So the second grouping is the grouping from Enterprise DNA. And the big dog here is Analyst Hub. And this is really an incredible app that's got tremendous functionality and really a community element to it that really not only provides you additional capability, but leverages expertise from around the world in Power BI. And I'm going to be doing a mini series on that following this video. But in order to take full advantage of that, I wanted to get some of these external tools into your toolbar. We'll be showing you kind of how those work together. But in terms of getting Analyst Hub and the other Enterprise DNA tools into your toolbar, the best place to do that is through the Enterprise DNA forum. And if you search the forum for external tools, you'll come across kind of a whole series of threads on Tabular Editor, Analyst Hub, DAX Studio, and we go to the Analyst Hub entry for that. Stephen McGuire was the one who initiated this, and he and I have been working together in updating this tool. And basically, all you have to do here is just download this JSON file into the external tools directory on your machine. You will need administrative rights in order to do that, and I'll put on screen the directory of where you want to download that to. And that's going to depend in part on how you install Power BI and the version you install. So I install the 64-bit version and I install it manually rather than through the Windows Store. So depending on how you do it, that directory may change, but you'll want to search for the external tools directory and download into that directory. So if you do that, it'll put the Analyst Hub right on your toolbar, and when you click on that, it'll take you directly into the Analyst Hub apps. You can go to your documents. You can also go to the community. So look at all the entries that people have posted in terms of color themes, examples of Power BI reports, DAX measures, planning templates, kind of an enormous range of information that's posted that you can just download directly into your documents and make that part of your library. And then use that to copy into reports. It works beautifully with Tabular Editor, and I'll talk about that in another couple of videos about how to manage scripts through this. So it's something definitely, I think, if you haven't taken a look at it, I would absolutely encourage you to do so. There's a free month trial that you can find. I'll post the link to that. But this is one that definitely I think belongs on your toolbar. There are some other extensions we've also built out that I want to mention to you. The first of which is Practice Dataset. And I've done a video on this one already, but Stephen McGuire has done some recent excellent work in updating this. And what this does is if you click on this, it creates a 3-year practice data model. And if we go take a look at this practice data set, and we take a look, it's a 3-year model, up to date, to today's date, always perpetually updated. And it's just a basic sales model with regions, products, customers, channels, and the extended date table that Melissa DeCorte has developed. And it's a great way of on the fly developing a data set that you can use for testing, that you can use for forum responses, just an easy way to build out that test data. If we go here, this is the GitHub page that Stephen has developed for this, and so I'll put this in the links on this, because you're going to want to track this. He's got all the information here that you need to download and install this. Again, another highly recommended addition to your toolbar. We've got a couple more that I want to mention. If we go back to Power BI, just a couple of small ones, one of which is the M reference, which will take you right to the Microsoft M guide. And then similarly, there's a developer, and I don't know his name because the entire site is in German, unfortunately, that I don't read well. And so I apologize for not citing him properly here, but he's developed a nice Power Query M language formatter, similar to the DAX formatter or the DAX cleanup tool. And it's just, you paste your M code in here and just hit format, and it nicely formats that, make it a lot more readable. So if we go back to the groupings of tools, the last grouping are the SQL BI tools and the ALM toolkit and tabular editor. And one of the easiest ways to get all these is if we go back to the Power BI Business Ops tool. Mike has a useful tools section here. And on each of these, he's got Tabular Editor, DAX Studio, ALM Toolkit. And you can go down on the download page for each of them, and it's got the directions on how to download that tool and then install it into your external tools menu. So at the end of that, if you want, you'll have a toolbar that looks like this, really has a lot of elevated capabilities relative to what you may have on there now. So that's where I'm going to close this one out, and then come back in the next video talking about how to use some of these tools along with Analyst Hub to provide you some additional capabilities that you may not have seen yet. So thanks again for watching. If you got something out of this, please throw it a like, and be sure to subscribe to the Enterprise DNA TV channel. We've got a lot more content from myself and the other experts coming out soon. So again, thanks for watching. See you soon.